start a new one. Okay.
Okay, good.
Yep.
I just want to say I hope you use this as a plug, man, that like throughout this. First of all, for everyone watching out there, you should know that this podcast, the professionality, if that's a word, of it, is something that I found that, so this is something that Mike does for his own podcast, and he has his own series of stuff that he does. However, that you can rent this from him and have your own, these edge signs come down and your stuff can go up. And so you can have your own podcast here. It's extremely professional, extremely kick-ass people who want to get behind your vision and what it is that you want to get to your audience. So whatever market that you're in, whether it's real estate or any kind of visual medium that you need to convey that, think of how many things you've wanted that people ask you over and over and over again in whatever industry you're in, that you could record a short YouTube podcast that you could broadcast out, that people can see on your website, that will explain that puts you one step ahead of whoever it is that's out there. Just one possibility. So very inexpensive rates for engineers and people who know what they're doing to get your message out. So as you can see, in a very professional manner. So I would highly recommend that if you have a need for a podcast, rather than buying all that shit yourself, like learn here, come talk to Mike about doing this. There's a lot of value here. So I just that's unpaid. He didn't ask me to do that. I asked him to keep the cameras rolling for this because it really is that kick-ass of an experience. And if you're thinking about podcasting or you want to do something like this, you're stupid if you don't talk to Mike.
Wow.
So at least talk to him first and come see the studio.
Thank you.
For the cost of things that you can fuck up on your own, way more expensively,
Yeah.
you could do a couple hours here in the studio and have an absolutely amazing version so that you can see what's possible, even if you don't ever use it again. But I think I would be shocked if you didn't. You probably will.
It's and I appreciate you saying all of that. I really do. And I
totally feel that way. It's so professional, and the few people who've seen the rough versions of the podcast that I've done, man, they say the one thing they say over and over: professional, and that it's very well done.
Wow, thank you. And that's what we strive for here. I mean, I want to produce a product that that is easily consumable, number one, and number two, it's easy on the eyes. If you need a studio to do anything, we'll figure it out. Come and see me. My rates are amazing. I'm not kidding. I'm not in it to make a ton of money, but I am in it to keep the lights on so we can keep this place going. And here's the interesting thing. I think Gandhi would have said to me, how do you ask for payment for giving yourself away? How do you give yourself away and ask for payment? And I thought about that, and I was like, but what if you get behind somebody that's giving themselves away? Like you start to back them. You know what I mean?
Right.
And when you do that, man, the world just opens up for you. And so I'm out to back people that have a story. They got a mission, like Jim and like Nurse Heather and Ken and Zach and Leah and all these great human beings who are
Dr. Seuss Sisley, man.
Yeah. These people on the planet that I want to back. And here's what I would say. Back me too.
Yeah.
That's it. That's my hard jab. That's my hard right hook or whatever you call it.
Not even just give the man a call. You'd be surprised really what professional podcast rates are not that expensive compared to what you would spend on any other form of advertising, period. Yeah, all you have to do is have your shit together from your profession to talk about your stuff. They do everything else.
Yeah.
As you probably, I know dispensary stuff. I know cannabinoids. I know the endocannabinoid system. Thank you, Nurse Heather.
Right.
Zach knows concentrates in the endocannabinoid system. But the truth of the matter is we don't know shit. It is absolutely zero zilch about podcasts. This has all been done, and it's all possible through Mike and his studio and the professionalism and the way that their vision and the foresight of what they have set up here. And it's really what they're able to get across with a very cool welcoming feel while you just chill out and get your information across, man. It's super kick-ass. If it really,
Thank you, man. I appreciate that.
yeah,
You could come in here and just practice. Like I said, our fees are very low. You could come in and just practice. And then at some point, if you decided that you wanted something similar to this, can have me come in as a consultant. I'll help you build it, man. This
Right.
is really not that tough to do, but I do have a template for it and I can help you.
Right.
And so, if you want to go big like this, or you just want to go smaller,
well, not to mention the
I can
Edge
help you with
is
that,
a
man.
platform that can help people network podcasts eventually, and all those
Absolutely.
kind of things.
Yeah.
Totally
we're
see
gonna
you
launch
guys
yours, by the way.
having a. Let's
So,
do it, man.
It's on.
Let's
Do
do
you
it.
think he'd be good, as a host? Hell yeah, absolutely.
Jim Brown knows best.
Jim Brown. How about Ask Jim Brown?
Ken Sobel was saying Jim Browntown.
He was on that, man.